I was a newcomer to Hollywood. I just moved there. I was sent a lot of action thrillers, superhero scripts, and then one day my manager said, "You should read this script. It's not what you're looking for, but it's very beautiful." I read it and I was completely blown away. I knew so little about this man, and I became obsessed about him. Why wasn't he on the front cover of every history book? It became such a passion project.
I think that's what he was as well, though. Ultimately, that's what makes him heroic. There was something very subtle, uncompromising, and unusual about him, but also very quiet and stoic. He didn't knowingly martyr himself. He was just true to himself. You know, he didn't see himself as a victim or a hero. He just did his work and behaved true to his nature. So I think he'd probably be the last person who would describe himself as a hero. So that made it slightly easier to portray him in that sense.
Yeah, I think it was a great friendship and a meeting of minds. And I think they did love each other, not in a sexual way, but I think as friends, and I think that she was almost like a translator for him. You know, she was the one sort of pointing out that he needed other people's help, that there were brilliant minds around him and he couldn't do it on his own, and he needed to be able to communicate.
But I think one of the things that was great about Graham's script was, you have to remember that we had a really luxurious sort of 2.5 weeks of rehearsal to get right what would have been the relationships over a 2-year period. And I thought there's a lot of fact in it, but obviously there's an imagination to how we're going to piece the story together, and I thought Graham did that really amazingly.
I've done quite a few. Yeah, I started in Rome, then went to the Tudors, then went to Downton. So I'd say in another 20 projects I'll be in the modern day. But
Coming closer.
I'm coming closer. Yeah, project by project. It just seems to be the way that you know the chips have fallen for me. But obviously, you know, really loved being part of a project with such incredible talent and people that I've admired for so many years. And I think this project, you know, doesn't matter what time period it's set in, but it's about a very, very important man, and a wonderful tribute and celebration to being different, and someone who, as I say, hasn't properly received the recognition he hasn't or should have in the past.